Have you ever wanted twins? Do you think you're seeing double? No. These beautiful women are going to tell us about the TwyceTwins Movement. So stay tuned.
Disability Life TV is sponsored by Connor Dental Associates.
So I have two amazing boys, and they always get confused for twins. They are absolutely not twins, but these two beautiful women are. Your name is?
Patricia.
And your name is?
Patrix.
They are identical twins, so I allowed them to introduce themselves. So I didn't get it wrong on national TV, right? But what we're going to talk about today is how having multiple births, twins, whether it's 2 to 6, you actually double, triple, and quadruple the love and the work.
Oh, yeah.
But more importantly, we want to talk about your movement. Let's start by introducing you to our viewers on Disability Life TV today. So, who's the oldest?
I'm the oldest.
By how much?
3 minutes.
Whoa, you barely made that finish line. Okay, do you argue about it? Does that ever come up?
No, not really. I'm glad she came out first.
Really? Okay, good. I like that. I always see you on social media and doing a lot of really great things. But let's take a moment to introduce you as babies.
Okay.
Tell us about your childhood. Do you remember anything? You had an older brother, I know. Tell us about being the first and only girls in the family.
Pretty much. Yes.
Pretty much. Okay.
Yes.
So tell us about that. How was it growing up as twins, identical twins?
Well, you have your best friend automatic, always. Someone you can always trust and have beside you. Yes, always. But we were born in Japan.
Ooh.
Yes, military background.
Got it.
We were born in Japan, and there we were born at a camp.
Okay.
And so at the camp that we were born at, it was kind of isolated and away from, regular people and things going on. So it was a little bit different.
Yes.
But we stayed there till we were about 4 years old.
So do you speak the language?
Konnichiwa.
That's all. Stop there. So you came to Georgia, or were you in another state before you moved to the state of Georgia?
We've traveled so many places,
all over the world.
All over the world, Alaska,
babies.
everywhere. Yes.
So which do you like best? Where'd you love living the most?
West Coast. Yeah, the West Coast.
California?
California, Seattle. Yeah.
That's a beautiful part of town.
It is.
So tell me, when you realized that there was something different about either one or both of you?
Well, our parents try to, make us feel normal and the same always. So we didn't really realize till maybe middle school. Yeah, maybe younger than that. Elementary school. Yeah, when they wanted to separate us. Separate us.
Oh.
Never separate. Yeah.
See, so the episode we're doing today is called Double Disability. And I know that only one of you are actually living with a disability, but it affects both of you, doesn't it?
Oh, yes, a lot.
It does. So can we talk about that, and would you mind sharing it with us?
Yes. Well, I'm Patricia. I was born with missing limbs on my right hand. So I basically have one hand that I use on a daily basis.
Can I see it?
Oh, my disability hand?
Yes.
Yeah.
We don't want to call it a disability hand. It's just your right hand.
Yeah, my right hand.
There you go. So your right hand.
Yes.
And this was at birth?
At birth, yes.
Now, do you know if it was caused by anything, or what did they say? Do you know?
We're working on investigating what caused it because it's very rare. So that's what we're doing now with our movement. But, our main thing is me being a person with one hand it used. My sister was my third arm, and she has helped me tremendously. And it's just been a blessing to have a twin that's willing to be your sidekick and help you.
All the time. So what's amazing about what you just said is you didn't even know until you were in elementary, junior high?
I didn't realize it as a child growing up because our parents, they didn't make it a focus. They treated me like they would have treated a child with all their limbs.
Right.
So I was blessed with that. So it was like, there's nothing wrong with me.
Right.
So, but as you grow up and you go to school. Kids can be mean. Teachers can look at you different as well.
Wow.
I was bullied by teachers as well as children in school, and they separated us. So I was by myself.
So tell me about that separation. How did you get to the point where you're both the same age, minus 3 minutes,
right?
And they wanted to separate you? Was that intentional or
intentional?
Tell me about that.
It was very hard for us because we grew up as a very close-knit family,
Right.
and we were always together.
Right.
So it seemed like we're like one person. Although it's two
Exactly.
of us, you see two, but we think alike. We do everything alike.
You're saying the same things right now?
Yeah. Same facial expressions.
Right.
And we didn't really realize it until we started wanting to do things, because we were very active in school. Track and field, cheerleading. I played the violin. And I gave up a lot of that stuff because she wasn't able to do it. And I didn't want her to feel a certain way. So I stopped playing the violin. I would hide from the cheerleading coaches.
Yes, I love her.
Track and field, I would hide because I was like, my sister can't do it, then I'm not going to do it.
Yeah.
So it didn't bother me.
She was my protector. She protected me as well as our older brother. They protected me from feeling left out or excluded. But I did a little bit of track and field.
I did long distance.
Wow.
But, with cheerleading, my mom, she made a way for me to do cheerleading outside of the school. And then we also came up with a dance group because we love to dance.
Yes.
So my mom, she became the coach, and I was the captain of the dance team, drill team at the high school.
Co-captain.
And, even though she had made cheerleading, my mom wanted me to have something as well because she knew I loved cheerleading. I tried out for cheerleading.
Okay.
But, it was a issue where they had to choose one twin over the other. And the one that couldn't hold the pom-pom on the right side didn't get picked.
Got it.
Shame.
And I did do a split, so, that was amazing there.
Yeah, it's still amazing. It's still amazing. Can you still do a split?
Oh, no. Neither one.
Excellent. I love that you were protected in such a way that made you whole.
Yes.
And not just physically, because your wholeness has nothing to do with your physical body. It has to do with what's between your ears.
Exactly.
And I love the way the two of you present yourselves whenever we go anywhere. We met actually at an advocacy event.
Yes.
And I love your movement. We're going to talk a little bit more about that. What I'd like to know is, what was the hardest thing, besides being separated as a child, living with a disability that affected you both? Tell me about that.
For me, the hardest thing was even knowing that I would ever have a normal life. So I didn't put expectations on others, I did date, quite a bit, but I would hide my hand. I hid my hand for years. And then, years and years later, I got tired of hiding. Because I said, that's me. That's a part of me. And if someone cannot accept me as the person that I am or the missing limb that I have, then I don't need you in my life. So I finally, years later, God blessed me. I met, a person, and I've been married for 16 years this month. And I have 3 handsome young boys.
They are.
And never in life would I have ever imagined that would be me. That I never imagined. But I said, God gave me this left hand for a reason. Oh, but I don't have it now. So forgive me.
I love that about you, because you overcame something you shouldn't have had to overcome.
Yeah.
And I just want to focus in on what you said about hiding.
Yes.
Part of who you are, that makes you who you are. Give us some of the ways that you hid your hand.
Oh, I would hide behind my back. I would hold it. I would keep it in my pocket. Hide it behind my books when I carry my books. Behind her.
That was part of my thing, too. I would help her hide it because I didn't want anyone saying anything or being shocked. Because initially when you see twins, everyone just look at, they're twins.
Exactly. They're looking at this.
Yeah, and then if her hand when she'll get comfortable with someone, then she'll bring her hand out and they'll be like, oh my God. And I'll be like, what'd you do that for? So, I was helping her hide it once we realized that people were shocked when
Did you
seen
hold
it.
hands? And
We held hands
like that?
We walked through the mall holding hands. And people would think we were strange, but we didn't care. Hold her hand, so.
Oh, but see, the funny thing about that is no matter how strange they thought you were, you're identical.
Exactly.
So that kind of overrode everything.
Yes.
I didn't even know. I think I've seen the two of you so many times on so many occasions, and I don't think I knew until you told me.
Right.
She still
I
hides it, but
think I still
not
have
subconsciously.
Yeah.
I cover it up because I don't want anyone to be startled. I want them to see me, even though it's a part of me, but I still need them to hear me and see me
First. People judge.
Because once they see my hand, it's like, ooh, okay, maybe, I don't want to say
The
anything
conversation
wrong.
gets
I'm like,
awkward.
hello. Yeah.
I love your hand.
Thank you. I
You
love
never
you.
have to hide it when I'm around.
She used to let me play with it. I would kiss it, but she don't let me touch it now. So
Really?
You don't stroke me.
I would clean her hand and different things. But she
That's
don't let
so
me touch
sweet. Well, tell me how it affected you, because I know that besides helping her hide it, there had to be some things that you had questions about. Anything in particular?
Well, it had to a point where I started, staying away from people as well.
Oh.
So I started to be isolated from people because I didn't want them to be mean to my sister.
Got it.
So I learned how to fight really good. And so I would fight. I fought a lot. I mean, I had to do much fighting because they knew I was tough.
Just prove yourself,
yeah,
right?
Yeah. So I took up for her a lot. I took up. So I was like, I wasn't a bully, but I was known that, don't mess with the twins.
That's right.
Or, even though I was little, I was in a good little package.
That's right.
Well strapped together. So, and I didn't want to be that person. I didn't want to have to always protect her or feel like I had to be on the defensive at all times.
Right.
So that's when I, started to become more of a happy person and tell people, how nice and how beautiful my sister is. And, I'll push her up front. She gets mad at me still. But I'm like, go. You can do it. Just, who cares what people think? So that was hard, but I overcame it. I'm not a bully.
I get it.
You understand?
But guess what? You were who you needed to be in that moment. And I'm perfectly okay with that, except that in this moment, we need to break for our sponsors. So please stay tuned as we get back with TwyceTwins.
Connor Dental Associates, full-service dentistry, providing orthodontics, implants, laser dentistry, and general care, set in a calm and relaxing environment. Our experienced dentist and staff are here to maintain your dental health, improve your appearance and quality of life. Compassionate, professional, and informative. Ask about our core whitening system, servicing insured and non-insured patients of all ages, located in Kennesaw, near I-75. Call today and experience the difference for yourself.
We're back with Patricia and Patrix. We'd all like to thank our sponsors, Connor Dental and Associates. Without you, we wouldn't be able to have these beautiful twins on. So thank you. And if you're interested in sponsoring, trust me, I've got double the information that you need to be part of our DisAbilityLifeTV movement. On the subject of movements, to have gone through what you have and now to have a movement, tell us about the TwyceTwins Movement. Did I say that correctly?
Yes.
Tell us about that. How did that start?
Well, it started a couple years ago, about 4 or 5 years ago.
Okay.
We wanted to be able to reach out and get on a platform that we can reach out to people that are encountering bullying. They're depressed, suicidal. I mean, anything of that nature. Because my sister, she was suicidal at one point, and because of the abuse that she received from children and from school,
Right.
So we wanted to get on a platform, so we started our own radio show, blog talk radio show called Talk to the Twins.
Yes.
And so we started that movement about 4 years ago, and where we are able to, it's more inspirational.
Got it.
So we speak on inspirational topics. We interview inspirational people.
Got it.
Anything that you're doing that's positive, we want to let as many people out there know what you are doing and what is positive.
Got it. So let me ask you, when does your blog talk radio air? When can we listen to you?
We're on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6:30 p.m. Eastern. And we also do a YouTube channel as well.
Yes, I've seen that. I love your movement.
Oh, thank you.
So tell me about how your brother, your older brother, is really focused on in your movement and how you support and love on him. Tell us about that.
Well, our brother, unfortunately, he was murdered about 9 years ago.
Right.
So it affected our family so much because we're so close. It's 5 of us, my mother, my father, my sister, and myself. And my mother is the founder. We grieved and we grieved. It's a book also written about how we grieved and the different signs and wonders that God showed us after my brother passed.
Wow.
And really good book. Amazon.
What's the name of it?
It's called There Is Another Life. Wow. And it's on Amazon and Barnes & Noble.
Okay.
So you can find it there. It's There Is Another Life. And it just tells the story of what we encountered after my brother passed. Because he was a great person. He was helping others. Things that we did not even know he was doing. Feeding the homeless. Hosea Williams. I mean, he was doing all kinds of things. We had no idea. Yeah. He was speaking with ministers and different things. Right. Trying to help the community. And so when we found out that during his eulogy, we were like, wow. And so people came forward. Yeah. He would stop for anyone.
Anybody.
He would pick them up. If he sees someone walking on the street, he would stop and give them a ride. And we were like, don't do that. But he was like, I'm not worried about it. God has me. So he was just an awesome person. Just awesome. Yeah, so we started a foundation.
Got it.
It's the WFC Foundation.
Tell everybody again.
It's the WFC Foundation. Actually, the Watanabe F. Cody Foundation. We just shortened it a little bit because his name is Japanese as well.
Got it.
We all have Japanese names.
Got it.
But we did start that foundation in 2007, and we just became 501c3.
Yay!
Congratulations! Now we gotta know what to do with it.
Yeah.
So,
well, we'll have some help here.
Yes, we need sponsors.
There you go.
And so we bring awareness to what grief is because a lot of people don't know unless they've been through it.
Yes.
And so my mother, she's an advocate of, helping mothers that are going through because you never expect your child to leave before you.
That's right.
So after 7 years of being in depression and a deep pit, we all were.
Yes.
We didn't want to do anything. We didn't want to be around anyone. Wow. We recently started to come out and, be around people and work with our foundation.
Wow.
So we're trying to counsel people that are grieving, especially mothers that are grieving. We help with the siblings that are grieving because it affects us a lot.
Does.
Especially when you're so close to your sibling. And so we have that going on. We also
dancing.
The dancing. We're spiritual lyrical dancers as well.
Got it.
We've been doing that for years. Years. Our brother, he promoted us and he enjoyed seeing us dance. So we actually danced at his funeral, which was really hard, but we made it through. We have a maxi single.
What's that?
It's a gospel album that we each are writers. And my mother wrote a song and we wrote a song as well. So we have several talents,
Yes, you do.
We got to hone in on that one thing.
Yes, you do.
So we sing a little bit and we wrote a few songs and that we had done on the CD. We recorded.
So you've already recorded?
Yeah, in the studio, yeah.
So who's the lead singer or do you sing in unison?
Unison.
Really? So you're one voice. So you're basically one voice.
Yeah, we're one voice.
I can imagine how that sounds melodically, because when the two of you sing, it probably sounds like one person, right?
Yeah, because we have the same voice.
Oh my God!
So I don't know how that happens, but yeah.
That is absolutely beautiful. Tell us how we can reach you. Give me your social media platforms and how we can get in touch with you if we'd like to support, obviously, your 501c3 and some of the other wonderful things that you're doing.
Oh, yes. Great. We are on Twitter. We're on Twitter as Talk to the Twins or TwyceTwins with a Y. You can also find us on the WFC Foundation.org. That's our foundation. You can go in there and do a donation. We also have a GoFundMe up right now.
Okay.
It's the WFC Foundation. And you can go on GoFundMe. And it's under Maddie Cody, our mother. She's a pastor. Okay. And you can find our link there. Also, you can go online. We're at talktoThetwins.weebly.com. You can also find us on Instagram on Talk to the Twins Show. And then you can find us as TwyceTwins also on there.
So if that was a handful, mouthful, earful, we will also have that information on our site as well to share all the great gifts that you're sharing with other people.
Thank you.
And obviously, I'm so sorry for your loss, but I love that you still support him through the foundation and you also celebrate his birthday.
Oh, yeah.
Every single year, which I love so much because they say as long as you mention someone's name, they're never gone.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's
so
true.
the fact that you're doing that, he lives on through you and through your work. So thank you so much for that. I'd like to close the show out with something we do called the D-Life Diamond.
Okay.
What that is our Disability Life moment where we just talk about one thing, one particular episode in your life or something you just like to leave our viewers with. What do you think that is based on what we're calling this show as double disability? Because guess what? We can't look at you and say you're disabled, right? But how about the grief-stricken results that can cause disability, death, and all the things that you talked about and help counsel people with? So with the D-Life Diamond, leave our viewers with something that you'd like them to remember about the two of you, besides being great and beautiful and talented.
Oh, thank you. I'll let you say. With us, I mean, when you see us, you see authentic people who love to make you laugh.
Yes.
We might make you cry.
Yes.
You never know. But what we really want to do is inspire you and enlighten you and empower you to know that you are more than a nobody. You are somebody. God created you to do something awesome to help someone else. So your story is going to help someone else.
Yes.
And our story, that's what it's all about. It's not just about us. It's about the person out there that needs to hear something that will help turn their life around and make it positive. We are positive. We are on a movement, and we know God has put us on assignment to do this. So that's what we're all about.
Yes. Motivating.
And turning pain to pearls.
Yes.
You ladies are beautiful pearls, and I'm
Thank
so glad
you.
to have had you on the show.
Oh,
I
it's an
still
honor.
feel like I'm seeing double. But in this case, I absolutely don't mind. I love you both for watching. I love you both for joining us. And I love each and every one of you for tuning in.